All right, y'all, a bit of a quicker one today, as I really just want to marvel in the absolute insanity of the timeline that we've managed to stumble into as MAGA Republican Nancy Mace, Trump supported Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Boy, oh boy, did she make headlines as she verbally threatened, or I called out, I guess you could say, Jasmine Crockett, the Democratic Congresswoman, to a fight. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay, well, take a look because it happened during a hearing.
I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, trans, trans so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do
not.
not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I am 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
will.
am reclaiming my
Let's go.
time.
You will not do that. I
Order.
am not a child.
Chairman, I am
not a
reclaiming
child.
my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr.
we
Chairman,
can
the committee is
Order.
not
Okay.
in order.
All right. Order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the
Crockett.
First Amendment right too,
And
young
so,
man.
I mean, I literally just can't stop asking myself, like, what timeline are we in? How did we get here? What steps did we take so we don't repeat them? Like, these MAGA clowns are the exact embodiment of what they pretend they hate with the government in terms of like inefficiency and caring more about themselves than the people. Like, this is mostly purposefully so also, by the way, because, you know, less government, by the way, means more privatization, which is more profit for corporations and the wealthy. This is why conservatives are small government. It's not about like, that makes the country run more. No, it just allows them to make more profit. But this happened in a hearing about civil rights, about trans rights. Nancy Mace is trying to make it about herself and decide to step outside and throw hands because she doesn't like that Jasmine Crockett said child after Nancy Mace went on like an entire transphobic rant, by mind you, right? But why is this even allowed in Congress? Like, why was she allowed to continue? Why didn't James Comer like stop her? Why wasn't her mic muted? Why was it like something had? They censored Rashida Tlaib for saying from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. But Nancy Mace can threaten a congresswoman to fight and not get it. Somebody make this make sense. Like, they're supposed to be professionals, supposed to work in a bipartisan manner, yet MAGA, all they want is like clips and headlines. And now the voters are cheering this on because, oh, look how cool she is. Like, this isn't what Congress is about. Like, people literally see this stuff as sport. It's so weird to me. The reason Nancy Mace doesn't care to threaten Jasmine Crockett to a fight here is because she doesn't care about civil rights. She doesn't care about trans rights. And that's why the MAGA voters are also cheering this on, because they don't care about the things this hearing is supposed to be about. They think that they're jokes. They wouldn't care if they existed, so they can make a mockery of these things. When the thing is, Maxwell Frost literally says, hey, like, she's inciting violence. This shouldn't be allowed. Her clapback is she has the First Amendment right to do so, which means she knew what she was doing. She had a defense ready for it. She knew what she meant, and she didn't back down in the moment. Like, of course, though, when she gets out of the hearing, her coffers get word of this, and, you know, like, she's told, hey, you have to try to walk this back as the best you can. She's now online trying to say, well, I wasn't asking her to go outside to fight. I was asking her to go outside to chat because we couldn't chat in the hearing. Like, I think anyone from anywhere serious can tell you that we can go outside doesn't mean let's step outside and chat about this over some tea. Like, literally, what it is these MAGA clowns like Mace, they want to be able to say these transphobic things unchecked in these hearings as they have no legislative success to run on. So instead they use clips like, you know, being transphobic and say, I'm owning woke ideology as their campaign, like their entirety of what they campaign around, which is, as a tidbit, is another really weird thing that MAGA brought into politics. Like, it's just all a show now on their side because of them. But when they get called out for doing it, it's clear that they just look stupid. So they're like, well, now I have to up the ante and do something like really just badass or something, you know? And it leads to clips like this. It leads to clips like months ago where Marjorie Taylor Greene tried to insult Jasmine's eyelashes before she then gets roasted to hell by Jasmine. Because let's be so for real, right? They're probably picking on the black girl because that's what their base wants. That's what will garner them the most support in their group, right? But none of them would really want a piece of Jasmine. I mean, something tells me that she's really about that action in a way that none of them are.